Welcome back to Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. Coach trying to make sure you guys can hear me out there, so we're going to do a quick sound check. Everybody make sure that you can hear Coach loud and clear, because I don't want y'all to miss none of this stuff tonight, guys. Coach ain't did this in a while. So he's just trying to get back in here, get his feet wet, and get back to you guys, because I'm going to tell you now, man, I missed y'all. I'm just going to be honest with you. Been out here doing some daddy duties, trying to get some things in order, making sure I got the family taken care of. Got my young man off yesterday for his prom. It's been a busy thing, guys. It's been busy. It's been hectic. I can honestly tell you that. Give me 1 second to make sure I got all my devices turned off, because I want to give you guys my full attention. All right, is everybody out there able to hear me? Please, somebody tell me you can hear me. If you can or can't hear me out there, let me know. I see the mic is on, trying to make sure I'm live, so we good to go? Somebody give me a thumbs up out there. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear, so we can go ahead and tap on in and get straight to this thing. We good? Coach Simmons, we good over there? Anybody in the chat, let me know if we good over there. Everybody can hear me loud and clear? All right, well, sure. Hey, say no less, Mr. Bernard. Hey, can you hear me loud and clear, sir? Let me see here. All right, let's get it. Hey, guys, I know you guys, just like myself, have just got through watching the Jackson State spring game, and there was a lot of glaring things out there that kind of stood out, that kind of made folks wonder, like, okay, what's going on out here? The one thing I will say is this: I was extremely happy to see Coach Prime on their behinds straight from the door. You definitely want to make sure when you're putting a product out there for the world to see, everybody is seeing it the way it's supposed to be, not dragging behind, not half behind, doing stuff the way that it is expected for you to do it every time you touch down on that field. And I was glad to see that he took the bull by the horns from the gate and said, hey, we're not doing that. Not to mention the kick return, allowing that ball to hit the ground. Man, when you allow that ball to hit the ground, that's a live ball. So he's wanting them already get mentally prepared as far as what's being expected, and just understanding, hey, these are the things we can't allow. We got to get it together. But I am going to say this. It might be some folks hitting this transfer portal this week. I'm just going to be real with you. There's going to be some folks that's going to be a little pissed off, but I'm just going to be real with you. With all of the recruits that Jackson State have coming into the program, some that we did not see, a lot of them that have been reported on by a lot of other YouTubers out there that, specifically gave stories on a lot of different players that may consider going to Jackson State. If they got offers and they committed, I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be some crazy stuff this week. Trust and believe, you're gonna see a lot of turnover probably within the next week and a half. Letting folks know exactly what's going on. Some might announce that they're gonna go on and do something different. Some might say, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna go ahead and ride the wave and keep fighting to find me a way onto the field. But like I said, there was a few things that did stick out to me in this. Hold on, let me make sure I got my right things up here now. All right, my spring game takeaways. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the elephant in the room real quick, because I know everybody ain't gonna talk about that, because that's the lowest hanging fruit. You're gonna talk about the lineman. The lineman for Jackson State. I like what Coach Prime did with that, and I'm gonna tell you how he playing. He's playing chess with us right now. Why I say he's playing chess, because a lot of the linemen that we saw, those were linemen that played last season, as well as some that were on the team that might not have gotten the opportunity to get out there and compete throughout the season for whatever reason. Some might have been able to play, because you got to remember, there was a lot of linemen that was interchanged last season for them to find out exactly who was going to be the best fit out there on the field. Now, I will say this. I did see Tony Gray go down to an offensive guard. I like that. I like that I like him being in that position. I'm gonna tell you why. On the outside, it left too much space for him to have to cover. On the inside, he can chip down. He can help either the tackle or the center, and he also can get up to the second level to get to that linebacker to make sure he's able to seal them off to allow the running backs to run the ball. So I like that move right there, but I want to see him aggressive. He got to get nasty in that spot, letting folks know, hey, listen, linebackers, if you're expecting to shoot the gap, thinking you're going to blow my center up coming through the A gap on either side, I'm going to take your head off and let you know, hey, listen, hey, find another way. Go check the C gap where I know my man over here gonna knock your block off as well. But don't come through that A gap trying to blow up the plays. So that was one great thing that I liked about that also. Another thing is the long snappers and the centers. Definitely got to work on that. I believe there is another center that was recruited into the program. I don't think he played today in the game. So I'm kind of wondering, okay, how is everything going to work out with that? I believe that it's going to be next man up throughout the whole season because the young man that was the center during the spring game, he's actually a guard. So I like that also, looking at these young men stepping in to take on the additional responsibility of learning other positions outside of playing, their natural position, which in his instance was guard. Tony Gray, I believe, was originally a guard or / tackle. He's played both. And like I said, seeing him in that position, I'm like, hey, that right there, ooh, that's going to be nice, seeing him at that guard position. Kickers. We already know the kicker game is going to be crazy. They got the young man coming in from Grayson High School. 2 centers were sick or hurt. Okay, Stephen Wansley, thank you. I'm glad you told me that. Thank you, sir. That and that's exactly what I'm getting at right there. There's players that they're putting in as next man up for them to get out there and still compete, to let everybody know, hey, listen, this train is still going to move one way or the other, regardless of if you guys like it or not. We got to do what we got to do to make the main thing, which is get out here and make sure we win this SWAC title again come next season. So it's going to be crazy. You say Zach Bordeaux was out. Zach Braille. Okay. All right, Jacktown. Appreciate you on that one as well. And I do apologize. I butchered the name on that one. I do apologize. So I'm just like, there's a lot of changing pieces that we're going to see throughout the season. The kicking game, you got Alejandro Mata coming in from Buford High School, I believe. He's coming in from Grayson. Either Grayson or Buford High School. I forget which high school exactly it is that young man is coming in from here in Atlanta, Georgia. So he's definitely going to be a breath of fresh air as far as with getting out there and competing with those kickers to see who's going to be that guy kicking the extra points as well as the field goals. The other thing, Kevin Coleman and Travis Hunter, them 2 young men going to be some problems for some folks for years to come. I'm just going to be honest with you. Kevin Coleman on that kick return that they blew the whistle on, I hated that they blew the whistle on it. I really wanted to see him just take that thing to the house, because that young man, when I tell you, he hit that first step, and it was like he saw the field just do like this. And he had tunnel vision, and when he hit that first step, it was like the whole field just opened up for him. It's crazy. He's from Louisiana. It's pronounced bro, but I didn't know either. Hey, I apologize. Jack Tom. Forgive Coach on that one, bro. I appreciate you. Simply Beautiful said, I was at the game. Coach Prime announced before kickoff the 2 main centers are out due to injuries, and he said there will be errors. That's good stuff, Simply Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about right there. He's letting everybody know ahead of time what's going on. And I didn't want to assume, or as I like to say, excuse my language, folks, because I curved the cussing, but assume, making a butt out yourself, saying something crazy or chaotic that didn't make sense. But yes, when I saw the young man out there, the guard that was snapping, I was like, wait a minute. I said, what's going on here? I said, we got some changes going on. So I'm glad to definitely hear that from someone that was there that can say, hey, listen, there was change. These changes, you saw these changes because of this, which is good stuff. So like I said, I just want to see these young men get out there and battle. I know Shiloh didn't play today. I believe he was injured as well. So, and I don't know the extent of that, and I'm not even gonna try and dive into that to make it to be something that is not. I don't even want to sound like Doogie Howser in that thing. I'm just like, hey, I wish the young man a speedy recovery and look forward to him getting back out there on the field. Tyson Alexander, that was another one. You know what, Jacktown? Me personally, I would not have put Tyson Alexander in that game today. Not with him coming off his injury. No, I'm waiting until the season kicks in, and then we, go ahead and see how things, manage and go from there. But it was good to hear Coach Prime has stated that there will be another running back coming into the fold. So that's a good thing. Okay, by the third game. God almighty. Okay, Michael Davis, good looking out. That's soon. Woo, the third game? Okay, I like that. And then, like I said, there's a lot of commits that came in there. There's one young man I'm waiting to find out if he got the offer or not. Kasim Vols, great young man. I talked to him on a regular. I'm hoping that he gets the opportunity to get into the program and show them what he's capable of doing over there as well. They said he had a partial. Ooh, okay, good deal. They say he had a partially torn. He partially tore his ACL, but he's good. Okay, good to hear. That's great to hear. But yeah, guys. What was another thing? Hey, I don't know about you, man. I'm trying to decompress some of this here because Travis Hunter, man, is on a mission. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It was like, Shedeur, I'm trying to still understand why you throw that ball at that man. I'm like, you didn't put enough air on that ball to get it over his head, and that young man jumped over the receiver to take it from him. So that competitive spirit between the receiver and Travis Hunter, they go at each other in practice. So with that being said, you knew daggone well Travis Hunter was not going to allow nobody to show him up on TV. That just wasn't going to happen. Linebacker transfer Davis from Middle Tennessee State. He's going to be good. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I agree with that as well. What else we got here? Travis wasn't bad. He was. He was. It was like he didn't care. And I love it about him because when he was at College Hill High School here in Atlanta, man, look, that young man put on a show. And anytime you get destroying to come to a football game that you're playing in at the stadium, and he got everybody in there watching him play with his team, and they just went in there and went to work. And I'm just like, this young man is definitely a phenomenon. I mean, he is someone truly special to see out there on that field and just get it done. And Kevin Coleman is no slouch as well. Like I said before, that young man, hey, put it up there, he gonna go get it. So I really want to see who that receiving core. I want to know what that receiving core is going to be. I want to see what that receiving core is going to be come this fall. Who's going to be the starter? But hey, I'm gonna say this first. Hold on, Mario. I'm gonna get to that question in 1 second. I'm gonna say this first. Y'all heard it from Coach Walker first. You could very well see Kevin Coleman, Travis Hunter, and Shedeur Sanders at SWAC Media Day this year. I'm going to put that out there right now. Before anybody else said, I'm going to put it out there right now. I believe those three will be there for SWAC Media Day this year. I'm going to call it right now, all right? So when y'all hear it, y'all come back and say, Dad, Coach, what the heck was you thinking about when you came up with that one? Where you get that information from? I'm just thinking outside the box. Just thinking outside the box. Having a little fun with this thing, man, because that's what it's all about. It's really having fun. Hey, guys, I appreciate it. Hey, we got 68 in the queue. 68 in the chat right now. Hey, let's go ahead. Let's get the likes up for me, please. Let's let everybody know Coach Walker back out here putting his content out. Like I said, I've been away for a little while. Coach ain't been feeling good. He's been a little down here and there. But he's back, getting stuff together. And not to mention, like I said, getting these kids out the way with all this prom and senior stuff. Got one last thing, and that's graduation. And I'm free and clear. The oldest boy, he at college. He did his thing. He pledged. I've been back and forth up down the road with him. And I'm cool with that, too. So we just getting back. We're getting back to business now. It's time to get back to y'all, my extended family here. I got to give y'all this content because I know y'all been waiting on it. But Mario asked the question, how did the O-line look today? My thoughts. Okay. With Simply Beautiful, she stated that there was make sure I got this right, two centers that was out today. So I'm going to be honest with you. There's still some room for improvement. I could tell that there was some number ones mixed in. They'll tell us that the number one offense went against the number two defense. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to more so see, I'm sure there was some number twos that was mixed in with that number one offense on as far as the line. If I had to grade them, I would say a C. I would say a C. There's still some things that I'm looking for out there. And when you look at offensive line play, the standard has always been Southern as far as with them getting out there and moving that line back to allow their running backs to run the ball. And that's something that I want to see. And I'm gonna agree with you on hold on, let me come down to this one. 3-star Willie Gaines committed and 4-star Lockhart is from here also. Lockhart the third, he's from here also. If you have not seen the video on him, I did on him, I think about a week ago. Check that one out as well. That young man is the truth. I'm gonna tell you right now, that young man's speed is crazy. And letting him loose out there on them edges is going to be a big problem. Trust me. Let me see here. I am Big Jones. I agree with you on that. It was terrible at times. It almost looked as if some wanted to compete, some didn't. And I think once Coach Prime and the coaching staff go back and look at that film, it goes back to what I said before. It might be some folks that's going to have their feelings hurt when they tell them, hey, look, we're clearing out your locker. Because you can't have that. I get, like I said, I understand that you had a few players that were injured. I got that. But we're talking about, we're on national TV, and when you're sitting here, you're looking at it real time, like what's going on. You gotta be honest with what's happening. Now, I mean, it's like I haven't done any of the reviews on the who was it? The FAMU, Alabama State, Mississippi Valley, or the Alcorn State. I haven't done any of those reviews on any of those spring games. And there's some things that I saw that I liked, and there's some things that I saw that I didn't like. Matter of fact, I haven't even given you the review on the Southern spring game, which that game, to be honest with you, Coach Dooley over there is doing some things that's going to have some folks really scratching their head trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to combat this? So that's another reason why I'm like, that offensive line play, you got to raise the expectations on that. And again, I honestly believe Coach Prime is definitely he's looking to get that taken care of. But I believe they got some players in the behind the curtain that we ain't seen yet. So I'm gonna say it again: the offensive line that we saw today, I don't believe we're going to see that come this fall. It's going to be something totally different, in which you're going to have a lot of folks sitting there like, wait a minute, this wasn't what we saw in the spring. Because you got to think about it. With everything that they put out there everybody's watching the game from home today. And then looking at trying to, figure out, okay, different sets that, they may see with the offense and different check downs and things that Shedeur may do in the spring game. You already know everybody's trying to analyze everything that's going on with Jackson State. So they're going to try to do the best that they can as far as with trying to knock folks off their block, as far as with making sure they confuse not only the offensive line, but try to confuse the quarterback as well. But I honestly believe Coach Prime understands that, and he said, hey, listen, we're going to put us some folks back here in the back that they haven't seen. When they see him, now they got to come back and really begin to study film. Because think about it from this standpoint as well. You got all of the different receivers out there, Weidman, Hooks, Coleman, Hunter, that's going to be playing on both sides of the ball. You're going to have to figure out exactly what's going on. And I'm still waiting to find out, and this is just me, I'm waiting to find out if the young man from Texas A&M that went into the transfer portal, I want to know if that young man's going to pop up at Jackson State. Demas, I think that's his name. I think Demas is his last name. I think that's it. So, hey, like I said, guys, those are a few things that I'm looking at. I think that like I said, Coach Prime, you got Coach Prime, you got Coach Maynard, you got all of the different coaches. Everybody got tricks up their sleeve where they're not trying to show everybody everything. Coach Dooley, he jumped out there and showed everybody, listen, he's going tempo. He's looking to go 10 seconds and he's running the play. 10 seconds, he's running another play. 10 seconds, he's running the play. So trust me, he's looking to go ahead and run that thing down everybody's throat, letting them know you're not going to get your defense out here on the field to slow us down. So that's where we are with all of that. I Am Big John said, we are at the point where you should expect the basic principles of the game to be mastered, especially at a program the level of JSU. Players and coaches need to be held accountable. Facts. I don't disagree with that. I mean, and this is the other thing too. This is something that I tell my young kids all the time. Guys, in the off season, you got to go get training. You coming out here for 2 hours thinking that coach is going to be able to coach you up to get you where you're trying to go. It's not going to happen that way. You still got to go get training. Now, these young men, they've been in camp for what, maybe a month, couple of months now, getting prepared for today. Yes, injuries happen, no doubt about it. But we got it. Like I said, it's time. I know last season I was a little lax as far as with not holding folks a little bit more accountable than what I should have. This season, I'm not backing off this season. I'm just going to be honest with you. And then that's AP said, don't forget, Coach, the 3 O-line kids from Utah and University of Louisiana didn't play. That's right. They aren't enrolled yet at JSU. So yeah, that's right. Same as the kicker from Georgia. That's right. Alejandro Mata, he's still in high school. His prom is coming up. Prom's coming up in May. I talked to him online probably a week ago. So yeah, great young man. He's gonna be all right. Like I said, that young man is out there. He's practicing. He's doing what he need to do to get himself ready to come to Jackson State and kick the ball. So like I said, I hope he's ready and prepared to do what he got to do, because trust and believe, it's gonna be some expectation coming in this thing from him, especially when it comes down to kicking them field goals. Big Country is out too. He has not arrived on campus. He's still finishing up. He will be there come this summer. When summer camp hits, that's when Big Country will be there as well. So we're going to definitely see some great things going on. Hey, Miss Gotti, how you doing? Who is JSU number wide receiver? Give me that question again. I'm not understanding that one. All of them didn't play Wellington Oaks. There was two of them that was hurt. So you got 2 that was out, and then you still got some of those other guys that have not transferred in yet. So if by chance, if you know of those that did play, put them in the chat so we can talk about it. That's true. Hey, TL Walk, you're absolutely correct. It's time. It's time, because one thing you got to understand is this. People have to – we can be constructive as far as with what we say and not trying to kick somebody's drawers in to make it seem or make them feel a particular way when it comes down to giving insight on something. Me, like I said, I coach hard. I'm going to be honest with you on that. I am one of those coaches that I couldn't coach my son because my competitiveness was different from his. He likes to compete, but he's not going to compete. He's not going to put himself in the mindset of where I'm going to go, where it's like, I got to get this done. And that's where a lot of these young men are right now. Some of them, they like the game. They don't love the game. You get what I'm saying? So when you have that, that's when you run into a lot of issues. Who is JSU number 1 receiver? I don't know just yet, man. I mean, they got so many daggone players coming in this thing. They got additional receivers that's coming into the program. I don't even want to say, Wideman. I don't want to say, Rucker. I don't want to say one of those guys, and it's not them. That's just where I'm at with them. Like, listen, it's almost like Coach Prime is at a luxury car lot right now. And you know, your favorite car sitting out there, you want your Lamborghini, you want a Maserati, you want a Don Rolls Royce, you want a Bugatti, you want you know, some folks might even want a C8 Corvette, you know, Z06 just tricked out. This thing is so crazy right now. That is one hard question to answer right now. And I don't want to say, yeah, that guy. And I'm like, nah. Shane Hooks, was Hooks out there today? I'm trying to think. I don't know. You got me on that one. You got me on that one. What's up with the linebackers? I think today a lot of folks are trying to make plays. I think in some instances, I don't think really anybody stood out like they normally would, and that was a little sketchy. It was a little sketchy. It was good. I would say that. I just let me be honest with you. Seeing Houston out there on the field, we got spoiled. I mean, I'm being as a fan, I got spoiled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got spoiled. I got spoiled watching all of that go on because I'm like, that young man's coming around that corner, man, just disrupting everything. And I just, you know, I don't know if I think we're all waiting to see that defense come out there the same way as it did last season, if not better. I believe I believe the players are coming, but we're not seeing those players right now because spring ball. And a lot of those guys that are transferring in, they're coming in from other schools and they have not gotten out yet so that they're on campus. So we'll have to see how that one goes. That one's going to be extra. Whoa. You sure about that, AP? I don't even put that on the screen. Okay. All right. So we got some folks here saying Malachi will report in the summer for practice. Okay. All right. The linebackers. Michael Davis, I say they did look good. They had glimpses. They had glimpses in certain spots, and then not to mention they didn't really run the ball as much as I expected them to. There was a lot of passing going on out there. There's more 7-on-7 type, you know, more 7-on-7 type of play today, more so than a lot of bruising going on. But hey, watching Travis Hunter go around that corner though on the end around, boy, ooh, that thing was beautiful. I'm telling you, folks better keep their eyes wide open on what's going on. They better keep their eyes on what's going on. He's definitely a demon on the field. That's for sure. That's for sure. Marshall did good. I give Marshall. Marshall did do good out there running the ball. I give him that. But like I said, with all of the recruits that we've been seeing coming into the program, I've been waiting to see this thing get swung. Hey, I wanted them to swing that bad boy to the fences. I mean, hey, put the points up. Let's see what's going on. I wanted to see everybody come out there and shoot it out. Like I said, even the quarterback play, they got some decent quarterbacks that can come in and play behind Shedeur Sanders if by chance something happens. We're not praying for anything to happen, but they got some decent quarterbacks that can come in and continue to keep moving that ball down the field, which you got to give them credit for that. That's what I thought. Hooks did play. The defense is too overwhelming for the offensive line. Most of the players can't develop. Reginald W., I agree, but it still doesn't take away the fact that they got to get out there and get after it. You get what I'm saying? If you got to take extra time after practice to work on your craft, work on it. Work on it. This year, trust and believe, everybody got better. Everybody got better in the SWAC. And you got, like I said, you even got Eddie George over there at Tennessee State trying to bring in players so that when they play in this Southern Heritage Classic, hey, Tennessee State ain't looking to come in there and lay down, man. They not. I mean, they got to listen. They got a young man over there, Boogie. I believe Boogie got a 30-inch vertical. I did a video on that young man as well. Check him out. Hey, this young man is really about that business over there. Tennessee State is building just like everybody else. You got Mississippi Valley State. They got the quarterback over there from the community college. Solid young man. They even brought his receivers in with them. So that's how much these coaches are now looking at trying to build their programs up to make sure they have the necessary players in place that's going to allow them to get out there and compete and serve up some upsets. You know, Jalen Jones going to be on his he's going to be on his comeback tour where he's looking to daggone make sure he upset everybody. Hey, man, Jackson State didn't want me no more. They felt I couldn't do it. I'm coming in here to let them know I'm here to ball, and I'm coming to upset they behind. So trust and believe it's going to be some great ball played this daggone season. That's why I say everybody's looking to do more. Facts. You're right about the AP facts. They did throw a lot of screenplay. And I think, and to be honest with you, I think throwing those plays was more so trying to make sure they were able to have a spring game and get everybody out of there without anyone else getting injured. That's just my personal opinion. But I do like the fact that they will put that screen pass up there and let these folks know, hey, look, we'll throw it. You better make sure you cover it, because if you don't, we're going to have somebody going up and down the field that's going to give you a hard time, and we're going to just keep moving this ball down the field. He said the offensive line won't face another defensive like that in the SWAC. RJ, I don't know. And why I say that is because Southern's defense have upgraded. Alabama A&M, I need to see how they're going to gel after how well they gel together after those first couple of games. I do believe the defensive coordinator over there, I think he will have them ready to compete because him and Coach Maynard used to coach together over at, I want to say, Winston-Salem. And I think they coached at another spot together. So they know each other very well as far as what they need to do to get things, moving and grooving over there. Mississippi Valley State, Texas Southern, they got a young man down there that they call the Sauce God. This young man is looking to increase his output from last season to this season. And I believe he was like the second or third leading tackler on the team as a defensive lineman. So this young man, you got guys out here that's really looking to step their game up, trying to, build that pathway to get them to where they're looking to go. We already know there's a lot of young men out here looking to get to the next level. They're trying to go play in the league, and they know what they need to do. Week in and week out, they got to show that they're more than capable of being able to get out here and compete on the next level. And another thing, while I'm talking about that, there is one thing I would say. I'm going to get to you in 1 second, James Brown. I see your message right there. I'm about to put it up. There's one thing I'll say is this. We got a lot of young men that's competing to get drafted into the NFL. One thing I want all of them to keep in mind, if by chance they catch this live stream, I want them to keep this in mind. Let me put this up right here so I don't miss it. I want them to keep this in mind. You're not only competing against the players in the SWAC, you're competing against the players in the other FCS conferences as well as the FBS conferences. And you have to have your play leveled up high enough for them to see, daggone, it doesn't matter what conference this young man goes and play against. If we was to put him over here and let him play on this team, he would get out there and ball out the same as he would being over here in the SWAC conference or being over here in the MEAC. You get what I'm saying? Because that's where they are right now. That's pretty much the pecking order, how they're looking at a lot of these young men when it comes down to them possibly being drafted. It's sad, but that's some of the stuff that I'm seeing right now from a lot of the research that I've been doing on some of the guys that possibly could be could have their names called this week, which I'm looking forward to hearing a couple of them get called. Let me see. James Brown said, hey, brother, you know what would be nice if all these young brothers stop attending these other schools and take all that talent back to HBCU schools. Those schools would be anything. Yeah, I agree with you. And why I say I agree with you, because the simple fact is this. I think Coach Simmons talked about it on one of the videos that he did when I think it was Alabama played USC. And when they went out there and played USC and they saw all those black athletes out there give them the whooping of a lifetime, he couldn't believe it. I think it's Bear Bryant couldn't believe, like, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden you started going to get these black athletes to come into your program. The crazy thing about it was he had the opportunity to get, let me tell you how crazy it is. He had the opportunity to get, I think was it Bo Jackson? And Bo Jackson wanted to start, and he wasn't trying to hear it. So Bo Jackson said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and go over here to Auburn. And that's where he made his bones at and did what he needed to do. But, again, it's just a lot of things that have taken place as far as the young men that look like a lot of us, how they have to go over these hurdles and, as Coach Reed liked to say, kick down the walls in order for them to have that opportunity to get to where they're trying to go. And people got to understand that, hey, everything is right here in front of you. If you want to get out here and really compete, take on that task and go get after it. It's nothing to it but to do it. Like I said, Joshua Williams over at Fayetteville State University, Division II conference. He in the CIAA. This young man getting glowing remarks about all of these people, all of these different scouts throughout the NFL on him coming to play in the NFL. Man, you can't beat that. And not to mention, he went out there and made sure his 40 time was on point, and he did everything he needed to do outside of him having the measurables. So that's what you want. That's what you want to see. Jeremiah Williams will introduce him. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. The defense will be extremely balanced in the fall. Got you. If JSU pull it together, smack FAMU in the face in Florida, everyone else will be downhill for the Tigers. Hey, got to play them every week. That's all I can tell you on that one. If you have talent, the NFL will find you. Facts. Sean Cunningham changed college football. Sam Cunningham. I'm with you on that one. USC versus Alabama. Yep, there you go. Appreciate you on that one. Thank you. We have a lot of great talent that hides in the faces that there are still players on the roster who are not talented enough to play at this level. That's why Prime's continuing to bring more players. Facts. And that goes back to what I was saying before. It's going to be some folks that's going to be seriously upset when they bring them in there and say, hey, listen, guys, we're going to cut your scholarship, or we taking your scholarship. If you still want to be a part, that's fine, but you not going to be on scholarship. I mean, that's part of the game. That is the ugly part of the game that a lot of folks don't want to hear. And, I mean, if you're not able to get out there and cut the mustard to do what you need to do in order for us to pay for you to go to school, then guess what? This is what it's going to be. That's why I really want to see a lot more of these young men get out here, get themselves together. Don't worry about the NIL deals. The NIL deals will come. All of that stuff is going to come. Show them that you're marketable by getting out there on the field, balling out, so that they can say, hey, this young man is a great person for us to bring into the fold, for us to do business with, and we have no worries about him doing the things that he needs to do to represent not only himself, but us when he's not in front of us. That's all it's about. And not to mention, make sure those grades are on point. That's it. Good lawyer, what's going on? You didn't miss anything. Jackson State had its spring game today. We're just going through, doing a little rundown on what we saw out there as far as what Coach Prime and the Jackson State Tigers football team, what they showed us earlier today on, ESPNU. They look pretty solid out there for the day. Like I said, I'm not here to beat them down and say that they didn't do the things that they needed to do as far as what many expected them to do. I know a lot of us out there was expecting them to be throwing the ball all over the field, running up and down the field, showing us the new toys that they got coming in. But some, even myself, I kind of didn't Had to go back and remember that there's still a few of those young men that have not touched down on campus yet because they haven't finished up their studies at the previous universities that they're currently attending until the semester is over with. So I believe everything is going to be all right with that. I appreciate you, good lawyer, I appreciate you on the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you on that. Thank you on the super sticker. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Travis Hunter. Not just yet, Soldier Black. Not just yet. Hey, I'm going to put it to you like this. Year three. Okay, this is a question for everybody in here. We got 146 folks in here right now. Let's go ahead and get them likes up a little bit higher. I got a question for everybody right now. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay, check this out. Do you see Travis Hunter saying he wants to go into the NFL draft year 3 or year 4? I just want to ask this question because I want to see what everybody got to say. Hey, put your numbers in the chat. 3 or 4. Which year do you see him wanting to go into the draft? Me personally, I think he's going to finish out. I think he's going to go all 4. Come on, everybody, drop 3. God, dog, 3, really? 3. Man, y'all are killing the 3. 3. 2. No, say prime time. You ain't gonna do it in no 2 now. Cut it out. All right, say prime. You say 2 years. Why do you say 2? Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you this question. Say prime time. If I drop the link right now, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come on and talk? I'm gonna let you come on and do your thing. Click the link so I can bring you onto the channel. I need you to explain this. Why you say 2? Say prime. Say prime time. You gotta explain this 2 to me. I'm with you on that one. Simply beautiful. I think 4. I think he's gonna stay there the whole time. Coach Simmons 3 for real? Veronica, why you say, Miss Hill, why you say unrealistic? Did I miss something that you said before? Come on, somebody go ahead and hit that link. I want y'all to come on here and explain this to me. Have to play at least 3 years. Can't do 2. Oh, no. Hey, Deputy Mario, listen. Kevin Coleman, oh my goodness. That young man, hey, he's special. I don't know if you was here originally when I said it, but Kevin Coleman, when they kicked that ball to him and he returned that kick and they blew the whistle when he got past the kickoff team, it was like he had tunnel vision like this. And when he made that first step, he planted in the ground and took off. It's like the field just opened up like this. I mean, it was like the field opened up like it was part in the Red Sea, and that young man was out of there. And I'm sitting there looking like, God, dog, is it bad? Did somebody shoot this kid out of cannon? The young man wasn't playing. He was not playing. And not to mention that pass that he caught. If Shedeur would have put that pass on the outside shoulder, when he threw that ball to Kevin Coleman down the field, I think he'd have walked in the end zone on that one. That was his touchdown pass right there. I think, but watching him adjust to the ball, because they said it was windy out there, watching him adjust to the ball, that young man is special, man. He is definitely special. And I'm waiting to see how this lineup is going to go. This lineup is going to be crazy come this fall, because I'm like, who you go? You only got what, 4 or 5? If you go 5 wide, and there's no running back in the backfield. So who's going to be the 4 or the 5 that's going to be on the field? Because we watched them go 3. We watched them go trips one side and single to the other side. So I'm wanting to know how all of this is going to pan out. Oh, hey, say it again. Hunter's a bad man. Coleman is a bad man. Hey, the truth. Juice City Legends, the truth. Trust. Hey, I'm with you on that one. Hey, Kevin Coleman is that guy. Oh, no question. No question about that. I do believe they will go the full 4. I think everybody gets their degrees and leave, because the APR, that is something that many haven't talked about. I got something coming for you guys on that, concerning how I think that a lot of these, like the seedings as far as like the NCAA tournament as well as the playoffs, I have some things that I'm putting together that I want to share with you guys on that. But like I said, a lot of the stuff that I've been researching and putting together, I'm like, man, I don't think you guys gonna really be, interested in hearing all of that. Hey, Sports Guru, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the support. But I just want to, it's a lot of stuff out here that's going on behind the scenes on why things line up the way that they do when it comes to the NCAA tournament, when it comes to playoffs that a lot of folks is not looking at. And those are some of the things that I want to bring to you guys to get you more in depth, more in tune on that type of stuff, because like they say, the game ain't fair. And you already know the game is meant to be sold, not told. So coach going to go ahead and tell it to you, because I'm tired of folks playing around and not reading all the way through on what's really going on, and we just giving small sample size, bite sizes of stuff. I've been my young mentor has been telling me, hey, listen, coach, dig in your daggone bag and put it out there. Quit playing games. So that's what we're ready to do. Thank you, Deputy Mario. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Oh, matter of fact, I'm glad I got all of you guys here right now. If you were not on my live stream that I did the last time, I talked about a scholarship that I'm doing. I have a $500 scholarship for an HBCU student in which they have to write a 500-word essay. The last day that we will be receiving essays from anyone is July 16th, 2022. They can send their resume, excuse me, not their resume. They can send their essays to TLS. Make sure I got my email right. Ooh, TLSNINFO at gmail.com. TLSNINFO at gmail.com. I want to give something back to an HBCU student. I'm going to put the information out there in my community again. I was actually putting the information into the videos that I was posting up, and I had some folks, complaining about, oh, coach, so I stopped putting it in there, but I'm gonna drop it in the community. It will be on my social media again so that everybody can see it and know exactly what we got going on. But yes, I am looking to provide a scholarship of $500 to a student that attends or looking to attend an HBCU. Yes, there are requirements for that, so I will have that stuff. I'll have that information ready for you guys as well. Like I said, this is just something I want to do. Basketball. I got basketball coming too. Thank you, Lionel Williams. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, it's this thing's gonna be this is gonna be definitely something that we all can really expect to. This is gonna be good stuff. How many of you out there going to the Orange Blossom Classic? I will be in attendance. So like I said, you guys see me out and about, hey, stop by, chop it up with Coach. Coach, cool dude. I'm like, hey man, I get along with everybody. I like to have a good time, shoot the breeze, talk a little trash, and just make it do what it do. Life is about having good times, making it, having fun, doing stuff that you love to do. This is something I love to do. I love the fact I've been able to sit here and talk with you guys for almost an hour now, and I got all of you here with me. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Make sure you guys, Kevin Pryor, you say you're going to be down there? Okay. Say prime time, you go to Southern Heritage, I'll be there too. I'm coming to that one as well, because I'm thinking that might be the last one. That's why I'm gonna attend that one. I think I'm gonna come to that one as well. So yeah, I definitely will be there taking care of that. Simply Beautiful said Malachi's working on getting his grades up. Hey Malachi, look, son, if you're looking at this, you got to keep them grades right, B. I don't need you sitting on the sideline when we can use you on the field. Let's get it together. You got to get that right, man. You got to get it together. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, Mike T. Oh, he wasn't good. Hey, like I said, he's playing chess, not checkers. And he wasn't gonna show his whole hand. And not to mention, you got to think about it like this: you got FAMU coming up first in the Southern Heritage Classic. Not excuse me. You got FAMU coming up first in the Orange Blossom Classic. So you already know they're going to have a playbook that's going to be specifically for that FAMU game. Then they're going to come back. They're going to have another playbook slightly different for the Tennessee State game. Then I think, who is it? They finally get in the SWAC play. They got one other game after that. And then when they get in the SWAC play, then that's when you're going to start seeing everything start hitting the table. Like, wait a minute, I didn't know they had all of this. And I mean, they did it last year. So that's what I thought, Mike. Hooks was out there. Veronica, you ain't right. Miss Hill, you ain't right. You said Southern Heritage will be a funeral. I'll be there. I will be there. Believe that. I will definitely be there for that one. That's right. One main TV, you're absolutely correct. Most of the linemen were not playing. Most of them have not touched down on campus yet, or they're not. Most of them haven't touched down on campus yet. They haven't finished up where they are for them to get out there and practice with the team so they can do what they need to do. I'm just waiting to see how all of this is going to turn out in the fall. I want to see competitive football across the board from all of the SWAC schools. I mean, I just do. I want to see everybody getting after it. Grambling is definitely putting on the show as well. Coach Hugh Jackson is getting some things together over there with those guys. I believe they will have their offense. Their offense will be a little more fluid come this fall. They'll have time to continue to keep working on some of the shortcomings that they had during the spring game. Like I said, that was just dress rehearsal for them to see the people that they need to put in place. And remember, a lot of the athletes that they have coming into their program, they're not there as well. So we'll have to wait and check them out coming this fall also. Oh, of course, Deputy Mario, you already know. Hey, look here. You already know. Hey, Deputy Mario, when I come to the SIP, that's the first place I go, is stamps. My kids, listen, my oldest boy, he cool on stamp. My middle son, he loves stamps. He like, hey, it got so bad. Me and the missus, we're at the championship game, the SWAC championship game last year, right? And we sitting in the stands, and he sends us a message, telling us, hey, can y'all go buy stamps on the way back to Atlanta tomorrow, which would have been Sunday, and get him a Stamps burger. I was, son, Stamps closed on Sundays. He was pissed. I'm like, dude. He like, well, can y'all get it tonight? I said, man, we're not bringing those soggy burgers back home, man. You can forget that. So yeah, that's how much they love them Stamps burgers, man. So it's real over here. It's definitely real over here. It said this won't be easy for Travis. People think he's just gonna come down right, dominate. He will have to compete just as. Oh no question. I mean, today, to be honest with you, today was the day that I believe they celebrated both of those young men, letting the world know, hey, listen, this is the type of talent that we have on our team. This is the type of talent that we're looking to get. This was bigger than just spring game, the spring game that everybody saw. Yeah, everybody that Jackson State fans alike, they were like, hey, man, we want to watch some good football. We want to see this, this, and this. But I honestly believe that young man is working on his craft every day because he already know people going to be out there trying him. They're going to be out there trying him, just like they was trying him in the, what's the name of that bowl? They was out there in Hawaii. Start with a P. I can't even remember the daggone name of that bowl. The bowl game that all of the high schools went out there and played in Hawaii. Just like in that bowl, there were athletes out there trying them out there on the field like you ain't that guy, and they had to find out real quick. Hey, you got to go to Stamps, man. You got to go to Stamps. You got to go to Stamps. Hey, the Stamp family, those are some great people, man. I appreciate them. Like I said, every time I come in there, I always do a live stream in there, or I'll go live on my social media and talk about the restaurant itself and what they got going on, just showing everybody what they have happening. Like I said, you see the Stamp shirt over my shoulder here. I have another one. It's a lighter color blue. So it's like every time we go in stamps, we're coming out of there with something. We believe in supporting, making sure that we're giving back. So that's what we're doing. What's up, Tut? I appreciate the membership too, Tut. Oh, also, guys, we got memberships going as well. So if you guys want to become a member, make sure y'all click that tab as well. So we got a lot of stuff going on over here. We're trying to put it all together, get this thing rolling, so we can let everybody know, hey, look, Coach Walker, Tomorrow Leader Sports Network, we're here to do some serious things to continue to keep uplifting the culture and let everybody know just what time it is when it comes down to this brand over here. We're going to give back. We're going to put our best foot forward, do what we need to do. And that's what it's all about. Thank you. The Polynesian Bowl, Draco Mack, thank you. I appreciate you on that one. Thanks, Mike T. Thank you, Von TV. Hold on, make sure I got that right now. I wonder if Tavion Beasley will be at safety while Shiloh. That's a good question. That's a daggone good question. We have to wait and see how that was going to go. Appreciate you, DJ. Polynesian Bowl. Ooh, Sylvia. Hey, now if the real McCoy 2004, if Sylvia's is anything like how Sylvia's was here in Atlanta, man, ooh, I'll be eating there every day. I promise you that. Between stamps for lunch, Sylvia's for dinner, it's going to be a problem. I'm like, man, Coach been over here trying to get this weight off, boy. I'm like, good night. Like, yes, indeed. Johnny T's. Okay, I'm going to check them out too. Big Apple. Good night. Boy, y'all, hey, see, was Nugget out there? I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to see what as far as like the DBs themselves. Like I said, a lot of things that was going on out there on the field. There was more so panning over to what Travis Hunter had going on. So that was another thing that, you got to check that. That was another thing that I wasn't able to check out as well. I'll probably go back and rewind that tape and look at some things again to see what's going on, because they got another young man that's coming that could possibly be coming to the program, another receiver from, is it University of Western Illinois. So we got to wait and see what's going on with that one as well. Name and faces. All right, so for all of you out there that have gone to Draco's, give me a 1 to 10 on how you rate that restaurant. Because the last time was the time before last, we went to Draco's. I think that we went to Draco's when Alabama A&M played UAPB in the SWAC championship in the spring. He was okay. So Nugget wasn't out there. Thank you, Miss Veronica. Was he out there? Okay, Mr. Robertson says yes. Ms. Hill says no. Willie Gaines. Okay. Hey, man, my belly already sticking out. I'm trying to get rid of this thing. I'm trying to get rid of this, bro. This is crazy, man. Like, 4th Avenue. Ooh, now you talking about the lounge. Now, here we go. Here we go. The real McCoy talking about the lounge now, boy. Oh, my goodness. Hey, they got any good cigar bars there? Big Al's Butterburger. Yeah. Big Al's Butterburgers in Atlanta. Ooh. Hey, Trucking with Tony, you been to, is it Mr. Everything? Where they do all the stuff with the french fries and all that other kind of crazy stuff? Okay. All right, that's cool. You played the first half. Okay, that'll work. Like I said, that young man, I'm waiting on him to have a breakout season this year as well. He's overdue. I'm waiting to see this young man pick off some balls and just let everybody know he has arrived, and he ain't playing no games out there on that at that defensive back position. I want to see some things. I really want to see some things solidified with that defense, especially on that back end. I definitely want to see some things solidified on that back end out there. Okay. 4th Avenue, Church Hill. Okay, cool. I'll check that out next time I'm there. But yeah, guys, like I said, hey, I appreciate all y'all, man, for hanging out with Coach this evening, man. Let's go ahead and get them likes up so these folks can come back and check out this content. Like I said, Coach is back. We about to get this thing together. Got some content coming down for you guys this week. Thank you, AP, for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, gotta do that. I gotta do that. Like I said, at the end of the day, y'all see Morris Brown over my shoulder. Hey, I paid my dues on that campus. I ain't gonna lie to you for sure. There's a lot of life learned lessons that took place on Morris Brown campus that many folks would never believe. But that's some of the things that you go through when you're on those campuses, because you get people begin to understand exactly where you're coming from, especially with the camaraderie and the lifelong relationships that you make with, people. Matter of fact, one of the craziest things is a good friend of mine, his name is Wayne Swanson. He has his own farm here in Georgia. We call him Chip. He's originally from, I want to say, PA. Is it PA, New York, PA, Newark, one of the two. He has his own farm. So never in a million years did I ever expect Wayne, Chip, to become a farmer. But those are the type of things that you see from individuals out there that's really getting after. Matter of fact, if you guys need meat, the animals are grass fed, check him out on Facebook, Swanson Family Farm. Wayne Swanson Family Farm. Check them out. And like I said, he can ship to you out of state as well. So check them out as well, guys. Like I said, it's a lot of great stuff going on, man. As y'all see, Coach like to keep keep all positivity around him, and not with all the crazy stuff. I like to get crazy from time to time, but Pops always told me, son, nah. So I try to stay away from you. Thank you, Miss Veronica Hill, for the support. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Shane Hooks, what's up, JSU? Deputy Mario say, what's up, 5? What's going on, Shane? Everything good to go? Talk to me. You want me to give you I can put the link down there for you to come on in, Shane. You want to come on in? Hold on, let me drop the link down there. Anybody want to come on? There we go. Go click that link so I can bring you on. Let's have some conversation. Talk to me. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's been a great feeling, man, to see all of you guys in here with me this evening. Like I said, I know I haven't done one of these in a long time. I think the last one I did, we was talking about the scholarship. But like I said, we about to get back to business. It's time to get this thing rocking and rolling again. Like I said, gotta make sure I get the kids situated, get them taken care of, because like I said again, I got I'm letting you come on and talk, man. You want to come on and talk to the folks? Tell them what's happening, brother. I say anybody want to come on, they can come on face to face. They can speak their piece, say whatever it is they wish to say. I love it, man. Like I said, I love seeing you guys in here having a good time, man. That's what it's all about. I said we gonna have a great time over here. We're gonna kick it, we're gonna laugh, and everybody gonna do the things that they need to do. Hey, Coach Simmons, what you talking about, man? Coach Simmons said EA Sports is planning on launching the game during. Boy, stop. They put that game out again. I might have to come out of PlayStation retirement. I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. I went into PlayStation retirement probably about 10 years ago. I had one of my nephews over here. He got so mad because I beat him. Was it 104 to nothing? And he decided he wanted to take all of the men on his team and raise the levels up to him to 99, so that when you try to tackle him, you couldn't tackle him unless you had 3 or 4 guys tackling him at one time. So, I'm like, you good over there? All right. Just checking on you, man. Make sure everything groovy. But I said, hey, I just want to see everybody keep growing, keep doing the great things that they're doing. I want to see some great football this year. Definitely want to see these young men get out here and enjoy themselves, especially with everything that's been put out there before I know there's a lot of chaos going on right now. I think some of that stuff, some of the other topics I know you guys might want to hear about with the FAMU stuff and the Grambling situation, I think I'm going to put that type of content over on my Spotify channel so that you guys can check that out as well. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start putting a lot of stuff in the community. You guys make sure you double back and check out my community to see the different information that I'm putting out there. What's that? For the scholarship, I'm going to put that out there tomorrow. I'm going to put the flyer together so I can drop that as well. It's going to be on all my social media platforms, as you see down below. Twitter at TLSN2, TLSN12. Instagram is going to be TL Sports Network. And then also on Facebook at TLSN12. So we're gonna get that together. Yeah, hey, he off the chain. Hey, AP, I'm not even gonna lie to you. That it pissed me off so bad because I was running the same plays on him, and all of a sudden this joker got to doing stuff. I was like, wait a minute, this don't even look right. And then my son, he's sitting over there laughing. He's trying to hold it in. I finally was like, wait a minute, man. I said, you know what? I could take an L. I take the L. We'll roll on. But when I sat there and looked at how close the game was, something said, check out the levels on his men. And when I saw the levels on the men where everybody was up to 99, I said, oh, okay, you on that type of time. I said, all right, cool. I said, if that's what you got to do, I said, son, I don't need to play you, man. I said, that's a waste of time. That's a waste of time. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I don't want to hold y'all no longer. Hey, I appreciate you on that. Hold on, Deputy Mario said, but I wonder if they should. Every last one of them HBCUs should be on there. Guys, matter of fact, another thing as well, I put content out on all HBCUs. I need you guys to make sure you support that as well so that we get eyes on all of these young men, letting them know what's going on. I'll cover the CIAA, the SIAC, the MEAC, as well as the SWAC. So I need all of you to make sure we get eyes on all of that content, all right? And if there's anything anybody want to see or want me to talk about, shoot me a DM on Twitter at TLSN12 or on Instagram at TL Sports Network, and we can go ahead and put something together, and we can go ahead and have us a conversation and put it on out there, all right, guys? But, guys, hey, Coach going to go ahead and get on up out of here. I appreciate all of you guys for rocking with me this evening. It's been a fantastic ride. I thank you all. But until next time, be the one and lead.